happening in the world of sports. From the past 24 hours, I can tell you that it has been a splendid day for Arsenal fans. For Chelsea fans, they see the lament. Say they know the Champions League. They know the man who talk anything before they will say I don't they compare red part of a particular club. But regardless, I don't do it alone. I have man Wisabi by my side. Good evening, man Wisabi.
Good evening to you, the sports chef, and also good evening to you, a wonderful listener out there. Just like the sports chef began, it was a night the Gunners will not forget. For the first time, the Gunners won European competition against a Portuguese side. That's the first time they're doing it. A knockout stage match against a Portuguese side for the first time.
Yes.
And then they are also the first team to beat Porto at home this season in the UEFA Champions League.
Well,
I mean, if you look at if you look at it collectively, it was a very needed, a much needed goal. It will help them, to cushion the effect of the pressure that will come going home. I think Gunners would definitely, have another step forward if they become much. They weren't very good. They weren't very fantastic in that match. They were lethargical and so many things happened. But then they got what is needed. Then for Vincent Kompany, I want to say kudos to that man. Remember, this is a man who brought Burnley to the
out of relegation
and then relegated them again.
Burnley.
So somebody would ask, what was actually the motivation behind Bayern Munich going for him? Well, if you were asking that question as at this moment, I don't think you have any reason to ask that question again, because somehow, the guy has catapulted himself or is catapulting himself to becoming one of the big names when it comes to managers in Europe at the moment. 100 matches for him last night, and he won 66, I beg your pardon. If you look at, I beg your pardon, he won 76. And that's just one less than the man who knows how to win many. Talking about Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola just has one ahead of him. And then somehow, somewhere, funny enough, he's also a student of Pep Guardiola. When they
playing
were together
under the reign of Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, he must also learn a lot about football from him. So I think it was a very super duper night. Again, it may not be Madrid season when it comes to trophy. The way things are going right now, they are looking bleak. Wait, after the match by former Gerrard, former Liverpool legend, he said that the secret is that he allowed the players a lot of rooms. He said that the player, Bayern Munich, it is no longer good. Remember, he is winning there in 25 years. He is the first Bayern coach to win at Madrid in 25 years, to win at Bernabeu in 25 years. Now, so when they asked him what was the secret, he simply said that to him, just that the players have played, they are good enough now to earn the respect. It's no longer based on whether it was luck or anything like that, but the energy, they've stuck together enough, they've grown enough, the talent is massive, they've done this with many other clubs, so they're doing it now. It's no longer going to be narrowed down to a particular reason other than the fact that they are playing good enough to earn the result.
Well, it's more than an intro. Man, it's more than an intro. So don't go anywhere. This is Echo Sports with Noble the Sports Chef and Man Wisabi. As we are going to calm down, we go dissect them, we go cut them, we go fry them. From the world of athletics, as we are looking at the Diamond League this season, it just seems like a lot of competitions are having problems where we are seeing competitions being postponed. They are going to put up a particular date and ultimately it's going to be shifted. And now the Doha leg of the 2026 Wanda Diamond League has been postponed until the 19th day of June. The Diamond League meeting in Doha, it has been rescheduled to take place at the Khalifa International Stadium on the 19th day of June. It's popularly known as the Maserati Doha meeting. Was originally scheduled to take place in Qatar Sports Club starting from next month, on the 8th day of next month, as the opening event of the 2026 Wanda Diamond League season. So, in recent weeks, the Diamond League has been monitoring the situation in Doha, working in close coordination with meeting organizers, Qatari authorities, and other stakeholders in the interest of athletes, and also looking at the fans, the spectators, looking at their safety first and foremost. That is what is paramount. A decision has now been taken to postpone the meeting, and also they are putting a lacuna there. Should the conditions continue? Should that particular conditions continue?
It's a big question. It shouldn't be, just like you asked. If you fix a time for a particular competition, because it's all based on calendar, it should take place. But remember, there is a crisis in the Middle East now that is, festering and
so now it's mandatory that it should be.
Yeah. So because maybe they have, just like the story said, looked at the security of the athletes. That's the most important and paramount thing. Okay, so I believe part of the reason for the adjustment is due to the festering crisis in the Middle East. They are having up to 1 month plus extension from the original date of May 8th. Now we're looking at June 19th. So you see, we're having up to a month of, maybe within this period, there will be, they will be sure of the security and other logistics. But I don't think it's boiled down mainly to the fact that Qatar cannot host. No, Qatar have the ability. They hosted the world last time in the World Cup, and a lot of sports.
The Middle East has been in recent times it has been a destination for sports.
Yes, and
basketball, tennis, even boxing.
So that's because we have always said it. The infrastructure is there. The will, the zeal. It took them years. I mean, 20 years back, 30 years back. You understand? Not even up to 30 years back, nobody would discuss this kind of sports, and then the Middle East will just be in
open their doors.
Yeah, but today you can see what's happening. They have the ability to host, but I believe maybe because, like I said in the beginning, because of the crisis in the Middle East, that's why they're shifting it.
Coming back home in the local scenes, Rivers United are on the front page when it comes down to preparations, where they would get into the final quarters for the President's Federation's Cup. Now, looking at Rivers United, they've been handed a bye into the quarterfinals of the Nigerian Federation's Cup, as the pride of Rivers who will join the competition at the last 8 stage and are set to face the winner of the first round clash between Star FC and Rain FC. And looking at the quarterfinals, which is scheduled to take place by next week. Next week, Thursday, that is when the quarterfinals will actually start up. And with the recent performance of Rivers United in the NPFL, you can actually see that it's going to be one to worry about for Rivers United and Finidi George, going to the fact that in 5 games, they've lost 4 and managed to win just 1 game. And yes, it could be the FA Cup. They are coming to face teams that neither here nor there. They are not in the NPFL. They are not in the NNL. Most of them will be in the NLO. Some of them are just competing. Some people are just racing and competing so that they would actually get their name on the plate. So the Rivers United don't know what they definitely do not know what they are going to come up against.
That's the danger of playing some of these teams. Sometimes,
and most of the times they want to give their all.
Yes.
This is Rivers United that have competed in the CAF Champions League. Rivers United are trying their best to actually see if they can win the league.
Did you see the way Southampton played Arsenal last time? When some of this is because some of the players will see it as opportunity to play the big boys
and show that I am capable of playing.
Now, what are you not saying now? So that's why sometimes FA Cup, some of these competitions, they are usually very interesting because you see that you're going to meet a relatively lowly rated team, right? But what they normally do is to use the opportunity to make a statement. That's what will happen. So Rivers United, for them, they are not very sitting badly at the top of the table. They're only behind
Enugu
Rangers on goal difference. So they should give it all. And why they are pursuing the NPFL, if that one didn't at least click, let FA Cup be something they can offer their fans this season.
And also going over to the Peace Boys, looking at the fact that Plateau United, they trashed Ikorodu City, regardless of where Ikorodu City find themselves at the pinnacle of the table, gone in for an opportunity to be named champions in about just 3 seasons in the MPFL, and you are looking at being named champions. And for the Peace Boys Plateau United, their coach, Bengo Gumbote, is certain that he moved away from the victory. You can't talk say supporters no day we support the team in that 4-1 victory.
It's part of the things we cry about. Just I think we're looking at the supporters now. The man was not happy. Every coach would love to see the supporters around the stadium cheering your team, especially when you have such a resounding victory. Not when they lose now. The supporters will come out and begin to lambast them. It's not a good one, but they're not only the ones suffering it. Most clubs in Nigeria are suffering that lack of, fanship or dedicated supporters who will always be there when it is raining or when it is not. Even if you go to the Rivers United we talked about earlier, a news came earlier today. Somebody was saying, "Is it only Rivers United that don't have fans when they are playing?" So it's a general. Except where this thing is different is when you go to some northern states like Kaduna, that Sani Abacha Stadium there. Whenever they play there, you have a lot of fans there. So even Plateau also. I don't know what's actually happening, but
for Plateau United, they actually had to relocate from their normal home ground because of what's going on in Jos.
Yes. Now, so maybe that's why their fans also did not go with them. But kudos to them, like we said earlier on, despite the absence of the fans, they got a resounding victory.
For Gwengo Gumbote, he said that we really miss the support of our 12th man, which is the supporters. Nevertheless, we enjoy the support of the Lafia fans. You understand? Football is something that unites everyone. It comes together, and regardless of who is playing, who they play. Plateau United.
But it's beautiful ball I want to watch.
That's the thing. Play good football, and you will have fans that will come through to watch the game. That is what football brings. It brings people together, and definitely at some point, hopefully, it's going to be a measure to unify Plateau and also look at what's going down in Jos. No one is in support of what's going down in Jos. Meaningless. Innocent lives were wasted, and definitely we all are praying for a day where we are going to actually stay in this country. We go day for this country, day for this Nigeria. We no go say for this particular
wake up,
place.
Go killing fellow person for no unprovoked in an unprovoked manner. Let's hope so.
Ultimately, we are definitely giving kudos to Plateau United because they went there, peace boys, but there's no peace in Jos for the meantime. And then also looking at the Super Eagles, who actually are building up for their Unity Cup. I can tell you that they would also have an opportunity to face Zimbabwe, as Zimbabwe has joined the lineup. 4 games that the Super Eagles of Nigeria would actually come up against in the Unity Cup. So right now, it's a 4-nation invitational tournament. Super Eagles of Nigeria, we have Jamaica. We are going to say the Reggae Boys.
The Reggae Boys from Jamaica.
Then we're also looking at India and then Zimbabwe, as the Super Eagles of Nigeria will begin their campaign. They know they play World Cup, but they get Unity Cup where they go play. After Unity Cup, they go play Poland and Portugal. You understand? So the fixture will take place at the Valley, which happens to be the home of Charlton Athletic. The Super Eagles of Nigeria head into the tournament as defending champions based on the fact that the edition that brought back the Unity Cup was held last year. And Super Eagles of Nigeria, they beat Jamaica 5-4 on penalties in the last edition, following a 2-2 draw after normal regulation time. So in the semi-finals, talking about the second semi-finals, Jamaica will meet India, while Nigeria in the first semi-final, they'll go on to play Zimbabwe. And then the top place playoff would actually come through to actually pit together the losers of the first semi-final and the second semi-final. And the attention will then turn to the finals. Can Nigeria actually make it back to back? Looking at the teams that are involved. Zimbabwe, Jamaica, and India. Probably you're going to give kudos to Jamaica based on the fact that they fought so hard to make it to the Intercontinental Playoff, and also gave it to DR Congo. The DR Congo side that held Nigeria in the African playoffs, World Cup playoffs. They also played against Jamaica, who came up against New Caledonia. They just needed one strike to beat New Caledonia to set up a meeting with DR Congo, and they held their ground against DR Congo. Coming up against Nigeria once again, the first edition they played 2-2. What do we anticipate from Nigeria against Zimbabwe, against India, or against Jamaica?
Well, with due respect to the other teams, some people say that there are no small teams anymore in football. With due respect to Jamaica, India, like you said, Zimbabwe. But when it comes to FIFA ranking, when it comes to football pedigree, when it comes to who is who in the world of football, Nigeria is up there, above these countries. But then, football is not played off the pitch. It's not played in the studio as we're in. It's played on the pitch. And when the grasses are suffering, it is he who makes them suffer more sometimes that will get the victory. Nigeria, they won Jamaica, the last edition, 5-4 on penalty after a 2-2 draw. That means that this time around also, they need to up their game so that if they want to win, they should win outrightly. But then, it's a competition. I think Nigeria can do it back-to-back, if you ask me. That's if we play with that dedication and zeal to retain the trophy. But if we just want to handle it as a ceremonial, a trophy or something like that.
Big stuff on. We won't go World Cup. Yeah, we don't make it to World Cup again.
So, but I believe Coach Eric Chell and his guys should approach this one with the utmost dedication needed, and they should make it a back-to-back victory. Such trophies can also pacify Nigerian fans who are very much angry that.
And apart from that, it can also bring forward the avenue to discover more talent. Yes. I keep on talking about the Olun Brentford Nigerian player. He was discovered coming up from Moses Simon's academy, and then going over to Brentford, and then yes, you can say because of an injury situation, he was called up, Benjamin Fredericks, and he has been brilliant starting from that Unity Cup. He has been a mainstay in that particular Super Eagles squad.
So
now, in the previous friendly games where we came up against Jordan and Iran, we saw new faces, we saw new legs in the Super Eagles system. Are you anticipating fresh legs from Eric Shell, who is looking forward to scouting more players to bring in massive competition in the Super Eagles squad?
Yes, I do, and that's what the Community Shield the Community Cup should be. It should be one that should be an opportunity to discover more talents. Like you said, Benjamin Frederick, we discovered him through the last Unity Cup, and if not for injury, like you said, I don't think anybody would have easily taken him away from that team. That shows that the Unity Cup is an avenue to discover more talents. The Super Eagles, like you said, if I were Eric Chell, that would be an opportunity to give some of the NPFL players you're looking at, you're considering bringing in or bringing close to the Super Eagles, that would be an opportunity to call up 2, 3, 4 up to 5.
How many of them does he know?
There's a question.
Because there's no record that Eric Shell has actually come to in recent times.
Yeah, in recent times. Last year, I think he watched 1 or 2 matches.
Yes, but in recent times, he has not been involved in the NPFL games.
But again, another interesting thing about doing things right is that Eric Shell do not need to watch matches. If the Super Eagles have a standard scouting, they can keep a local team. Let me use the word local, but a team of scouts that will be based here in the country, right?
And watch all NPFL games and recommend players to the national team coach.
Good. And this scout must be guys who know very well about the NPFL. You understand? So that whatever anyone that the coach can come to watch, but they work very closely to the extent that any report they give to the coach will be a good one that will help him to make sound choices, just like we have in the bigger countries and clubs. So what I'm saying is, if we want to inculcate these players, the coach must not be present, but there should be a scouting team or a group of backroom staff whose job will be to look at the NPFL players and pick those who they feel or who they know are capable of doing something when they get to the Super Eagles.
A couple of coaches in the NPFL are part of the backroom staff of the
Super Eagles. Ilechukwu and Ogumbote are part of it.
You feel they can actually influence the decision of Eric Shell?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we arrange it if we're able to divide responsibilities properly, if we split it, those two coaches being people who are in the NPFL who know these players, because if the person is not a player, you play against the person. Because there's no coach in the NPFL that said that shouldn't know at least 1 or 2 things about any of the players, because each of the NPFL players is that either the person is a player or somebody you're going to face somewhere in there.
Now, don't you see it as it's going to come through to be a distraction, a mode of distraction for those coaches? Because now most of them are employed by private firms, private clubs. And
Like
then
Remo?
you see them going through, leaving, putting up a vacuum. The NPFL will be going on, and they leave their club sides to go and take up the clarion call with the Super Eagles, and then giving them this particular objective. It will also mandate them. It will mandate them definitely to be at various centers, not just go through with their team alone.
No,
Don't you feel so?
Yeah.
Or are you going to bank on the fact
Yeah, they should
that
have a team too themselves. I'm not saying that it has to be two of them, but two of them can also have others. You understand? Who can? But one thing is sure, as a coach in the NPFL, like I said, there's hardly any player that you not know one or two about an NPFL player, because if the person is not your player, you meet him now home and away as the coach, right? So you watch the person in action. So if the team that they are working with tells them that this guy in Nasarawa is this or that, Abi, as a coach, if they are part of this thing I'm talking about now, so as a coach, what they will do is, okay, the day they will face, my club will face Nasarawa, I'll watch the player.
Okay. That is a statement that's come through from man with Sabi. Probably they will carry and make head scout for the NPFL.
You know, if I come, are they interested though?
All of them join. Now coming back home, we'll start up with the Heartland Queens Player of the Month for both. It came through together. The sponsors came and said, okay, let's look at 2 months, starting off from February and also looking at March. So 2 players that stood out for the Association Imo Sports Writers Association of Nigeria. They came out and looked at the performances for the players in Heartland Queens for 2 months, and they looked at the impressive attacker Aluebube Umejako, and also looking at the midfielder Faith Sampson, their number 10, who has actually been brilliant, and they have been named Imo Swan Heartland Queens Player of the Month. Ebube scooped the award for February, and Faith Sampson scooped the award for March. And going into the game, after the first 45 minutes, before the restart of the second 45 minutes, they were awarded, talking about their match against Pete-Sita Queens that took place today at Dananyam Stadium. They were given their awards, and actually they were commended by the president of Imo Swan, talking about Cosmos Chukwemeka, who actually was there on ground to ensure that he handed this awards and actually gave them kudos and performed better. One would actually look at it as he could have spurred them to put up a winning performance in the second half, because after the first 45 minutes, the game was a goal apiece. The goal against Heartland was going into defensive lapses, but Faith Sampson scored the goal for Heartland after a bit of a gamble, a bit of a dilly-dally on the box. She was at the right place at the right time to poke the ball into the back of the net, and that gave Heartland the lead. But a couple of minutes later, we saw Heartland's goalkeeper. In the past 3 months, if I put it, or 2 months, we've actually seen goalkeeper error, defensive error that has led to goals for Heartland. We saw against that should be Edo Queens, and also looking at this game against Pete-Sita Queens, another defensive lapse where the goalkeeper she misjudged the ball to let the ball beat her, and then the Pete-Sita Queens they were there to actually scrap the ball and get the ball beyond the line. We are going to give kudos to Pete-Sita Queens, though at the end of the game, they tried to run down the time. You see players left and right dropping on the pitch of play, trying to take up as much time as possible. To take points away from the game. But at the end of 90 minutes, when the referee called it an end for that particular game, you could actually see that the Heartland players, they gave it their all. They gave it their all because they had a lot of glorious opportunities to go away with all 3 points. It could have been 3-1, it could have been 4-1, but ultimately they couldn't bury it. The last chance of the game fell for Heartland. Open posts. The player carry ball, he knocked down. they go Jamaica. Probably you don't they prepare for the game which Super Eagles go play against Jamaica. But so far, looking at the performances of Heartland Queens and their fight to actually see how far they can go. Talking about the NWFL and looking at an opportunity. First of all, coach will be he is looking at least making it for the Super Six. First of all, looking at the performances and also looking at the possibility of Heartland Queens making it Super Six. Man Wisabi, what do you think from that?
Okay, let me begin with the award. Again, congratulations to the two outstanding players for the Heartland Queens for the month of February and March. Ume Jako alongside Samson. Both of them were very exceptional, especially talking about Ume Jako. She was exceptional in February at home, especially when Heartland Queens beat Bayelsa Queens 3-1. She scored 2 goals in that match. She had a brace. The inform attacker also scored twice, provided a seat in that particular match, and that display made her secure, of course, our team of become part of the team of the week for that particular week. Congratulations to her and also Samson, who won that of match. Good one. Then, but for their match today, we'll say this, and we're going to continue to say it right about now. Football in Owerri is not smiling. It's not smiling, both for the male and the female. What Coach Obi Obala is now struggling for is for a Super Six. For a Super Six, that's not what we expected it to be. But whatever it is, if they can make it to the Super Six, that would be a kudos to them, because that will give them the opportunity to also try to see if they can win it. If you're in the Super Six and you're going for the Super Six playoff, that means you have an opportunity. But give and take, the 1-1 draw is not what anybody expected from the person that they won Bayelsa Queens here for God's sake 3-1. But since then, it's not been.
It has been a straightforward line for them. I just hope that Coach Obala and his girls will improve on the performances.
Improve on their performances, especially at home, because that's one thing that happens with the Nigerian league, both the male and the female. When you are at home, it looks like even if you are the last on the table, if you are at home, the possibility of winning the person at the top of the table is as simple as anything. But like I said, going forward, football in Imo State is crying. That's just a simple truth. It's crying. Look at Heartland. Look at Kun Khalifat. The Heartland Queens themselves. Then we can continue to count and count and count. But then, at the end of the day, we can always blame, as we always do. But then if you look deeper and look deeper and look deeper, you'll find out that thing I've been crying for. That thing I've been crying for some years now. The thing that has been on my lips, which is the fact that the stakeholders of football in Imo State, the stakeholders, it cuts across every other strata and every other segment. We all must sit up to look for a better football for Imo State. The talents here, the talents we have here, nobody's harnessing them. We are looking at other things, but then what all of us want to hear is the result. Hey, Heartland has promoted. Hey, Kun Khalifat is in this place. But these things, do they happen like magic? The answer is no.
We can look at also the success stories of Ikorodu City, Interleague.
At the moment,
and also
at the moment, there was something you were talking about yesterday. I think we should also have a look at that particular very, very wonderful, insightful. You were saying about it yesterday. Maybe people who do not understand should listen now and have an idea of what you were saying yesterday about at the moment having up to 3 clubs
from Lagos.
Possibility
of having 3 clubs.
Now look at the possibility. Look at the possibility. Now, at the moment, we have Sporting Lagos who are hosting Rovers. Remember, already, the one in Heartland group, they have already progressed. Now we're looking at Sporting Lagos. And look at Sporting Lagos in their own conference. Look at what happens there. Sporting Lagos is hosting Rovers FC today. That'll be today, in their last outstanding game, before the final match of the Conference B. If Sporting Lagos win, they will top the log that's in Conference B, with 1 point, ahead of Aqua United, who is now 32 points with a match to go. Another condition is this. They would take the 33 points into the final games where Sporting and Aqua United will be playing away from home. So the people behind them, both of them are playing away.
And with the way it has been fashioned, it's all to play for in the last game.
That's what I'm telling you. Look at what happened in the last day. And it's even difficult for Aqua. In the final game, Sporting will pick the ticket if 2 of them fail to win, or if only Sporting win and Aqua lost. Another condition is this. If 2 of them draw, Sporting will still pick the ticket with a point. If Sporting lost and Aqua drew, Sporting will still pick the ticket with goal difference. Aqua's only chance of winning Conference B is that they win and Sporting lost. Already qualified now. Of course, Doma have qualified. Then for Lagos, Inter Lagos have qualified. Already you know that Ikorodu is there. Now Sporting Lagos are looking
coming
to be
through.
there.
So what Sporting Lagos need now is Aqua United to lose their remaining 2 games.
Yes.
If Aqua United wins their remaining 2 games, it's all over.
Yes.
It's all over. So Sporting Lagos also need to be perfect.
That's what I'm telling you.
They need to get
going
6
into
points.
the last games.
They need to get 6 points. So any slip from Aqua United or Sporting Lagos,
anything could happen.
Actually come
But the advantage again, if you look at the goal difference and whatever, that's what look at the goal difference. It's 15-9. So anything that means that they're looking at points, anything that leads these 2 groups to say, okay, we are looking at points at the end of the day. Our points are the same thing. Then Aqua is going home because they have a lot of goal difference ahead of them.
Well, with the way it stands, Aqua United are ahead of Sporting Lagos by a point. By a point after 16 games played. And they have to face 2 more oppositions before the end of their campaign. So all to play for Sporting Lagos, and definitely Inter Lagos would also be pushing them.
Remember
what led us to their games.
What led us to this was 3 teams now, for the first time ever in the history of Lagos, 3 teams are about very close to what? Being in the NPFL. And they're all private with different, nothing like, okay, this one with different owners, so they can all play. What happened? That means some people in Lagos are doing the right thing to grow the football ecosystem in Lagos. If we do the same thing here, if we do the right thing in Imo State, we can have up to 2 or 3 teams playing the MPFL. But the actors are only after their own personal interests.
Well, ultimately, everyone is an actor.
That's what I'm saying.
When you are called to come to the stadium to watch the game, you have to pay the ticket.
Yes,
you understand? So ultimately, be it a government team, be it a private team, everyone has their own part to play to ensure that we enjoy football in Imo State. I believe that's what man with Sabi they try make us understand. Everyone has a part to play. For the fact that Lagos are have the possibility of enjoying at all. Even if Sporting Lagos no make up, 2 go day for them. Understand? So that is what they are looking out for. And also the way, let's also give kudos to Smart City. Smart City is also from Lagos.
Yes.
And they are finishing, the way things stand in Group A. Same group as Heartland.
They are not finishing badly.
They are not finishing badly.
Just behind Heartland.
Same points with Heartland. Just behind Heartland based off on goal difference. So there's also a possibility by next season they might climb. So we could have Inter Lagos, Sporting Lagos, Smart City, Ikorodu City in the NPFL. So going back to the NWFL, looking at the results from games that went down today. In Group A, Rivers Angels beat Adamawa Queens by 3-0 in Port Harcourt. Massive victory for Rivers Angels. In Yenagoa, Bayelsa Queens beat Imbom Angels 3-0. 3 goals, Anasataho. And then looking at an away victory for Ekiti Queens at Buari. They went to play against Niger Reptiles, the team that Heartland Queens beat last, right there at Dananyam in Abuja. And the Ekiti Queens came away with a 2-1 victory. And then coming down to the only draw for the day in Group A, it came through from Heartland Queens in their game against Payseta Queens today at Dananyam Stadium. So the goals first of all came through Faith Sampson on the 31st minute, and then going into the 37th minute, Temi Tayo Duomomi, she scored to restore parity. And then going into the second half, yes, Heartland Queens dominated, but they could not make their dominant gameplay count. Even the fans were angry at the end of that particular game. A lot of chances came the way for Heartland Queens, but they could not utilize it. And yes, a couple of people tried to actually act in a way that could have brought the game to disrepute, but ultimately they curtailed their reaction. Because fans barely no good football. But when they are watching you waste chances time and time again, frustration not just for you, for the fans as well. Because Andrew, what is going on? What is going on? But ultimately,
that's football.
It's football.
That's football. But what like we said earlier on, after the one by Bayelsa Queens 3-1, it's not been there. It's been that,
let's say they put all their performance against Bayelsa Queens.
So let's see a way we can replicate what we did over and over. That's how to be on top.
And then going over to Group B, Danas Ladies beats Delta Queens in a battle of goals. 8-goal thriller.
Wow.
8-goal thriller. We're talking about goals when they come into but wait, we are talking about goals in the NPFL, but goals they come in for NWFL.
Yeah, for NWFL. That means, if you watch NWFL games, you see very quick attackers. So we have very good. If you
today,
check,
Atlant Queens don't ball.
You see, even if you watch Atlant Queens, and you see, we know talk the same because that's what they tell about potentials. If you see them any day on a very good day, if they watch Atlant Queens, you go shock. Because they will give you very beautiful football.
Okay, so 5-3 right there in Lagos. Danas Ladies of Lagos beat Delta Queens 5-3. And going over to Iluogbo, Osun Babes beat Conference Queens by a solitary strike. And also same score line, Nasra Amazons beat Remo Stars Ladies in Lafia by a goal to nil as well. And also another draw, 1-1 in Group B as well. I heard the name Queens. They played out a 1-1 draw with FC Robo Queens in Aba. And in Akure, Sunshine Queens beat Abia Angels by a goal to nil. So these were the actions that happened around the country in the NWFL as we are looking forward to match day 15. And also for the teams where they try to get to the Super 6, they put all their effort to ensure that they win their remaining games. If you're just joining, remember that this is Echo Sports, your regular sporting show that comes your way every weekday from 6:30 to 7:30 right here and only on Echo 100.7 FM. My name still remains number the sports chef, the Fox in the Box, number the light, and by my side I have my with B Catchy Sports, and we have been discussing what has been happening in the Nigerian football ecosystem as well as the continental ecosystem. Going over to the continental stage, we actually got information that earlier today, Patrice Motsepe, the president of CAF, Confederation of African Football, he has landed in Dakar to actually broker peace. Say Senegal don't talk, say they know they return that trophy. Now them be the winners. Senegalese players, they talk, say, see this medal, I hold up. When I can't carry up. When it happened, when CAF declared that Morocco, that they are the winners, based off on the fact that Senegal walked off the pitch and they activated that clause that they have forfeited the game 3-0. Senegalese players started posting their pictures with the trophy, the AFCON trophy and all. So that's a bit of what happened going into the verdict that came from the appeal. The president of the Confederation of African Football, CAF, Patrice Motsepe, arrived in Dakar earlier today, almost a month after the governing body stunned the continent by that particular ruling, stripping Senegal of the AFCON title and awarding it to Morocco. So when you go down to, at some point, they also uploaded it on their page. When you go down to CAF page, they actually have Senegal as the winners of the 2025 African Cup of Nations. And then they have Morocco as the winners of the 2025 African Cup of Nations. Senegal in second place, Nigeria in third place. At some point, man, we sabi the talk say, if you no work for Morocco, you no work for Senegal, may they carry the title to give Nigeria as based on, say, they come out on. Since Morocco no agree, say, Senegal are winners. Senegal no agree, say, Morocco.
Nigeria, come and settle the problem.
And mass don't they tell you don't they tell my way sabi say
no
say let me
all of una wey dey talk if they bring am una go accept me I dey talk my own.
So right now
to avoid trouble.
Right now, it's all about a peace treaty from Patrice Motsepe to find where they can get it right. Since the first ruling, they don't get them right, Morocco go appeal. Second ruling, Senegal talk say they don't also get them right. They go CAS. Ultimately, let's see what comes out from this particular visit.
Quickly, what should come out of this is to get Senegal turn around to agree to hand over the trophy. That's what he's going for.
Agree.
Then he said that he will also be going to Morocco. That's why I said the day for yesterday, they are so controversial here and there. I doubt I still doubt seriously the ability or the possibility that Senegal will say, okay, easily give this trophy, and I'm doubting it. But if the visit will bring, what I've been saying is, let there be peace in African football. There is a bigger picture, bigger hope for all of us, a bigger, football
for
future.
a competition that attracted global
millions,
attention. Finals in India.
Oga Mosepe, anyhow way you want carry make this thing lead to peace, but may you no go scatter. Can you pay? Make you no go there where one go. They say you want go drop, you go match. Make you no go the move on the process, will go match. But in any case, it shouldn't be. Let this visit bring succor to African football.
But we also we're going to find way we go find succor for Alvaro Arbeloa based off on the fact that at some point Real Madrid were 2 goals down. A happy DJ Mas based off on saying our Barcelona fans say look at.
You know when your enemy they cry.
Say Real Madrid, you don't reach Real Madrid anywhere. Look at. Even now, DJ Mas is smile. So ultimately, that game ended 2-1, courtesy of the fact that Kylian Mbappe finally he managed to actually score a goal. He missed a lot of chances. But we are also going to give kudos to Manuel Neuer. 40 years. He's actually a year older than his coach, Vincent Kompany.
Yeah.
Vincent Kompany is 39, Manuel Neuer is 40.
Kompany will be 40 by the end of this week. So this man is... Oh, yeah, right. 40, he'll be 40 by the end of this week. So he's starting...
Before he went to Vincent Kompany.
But this teaches us something about the way the West see things. You see, there is still that humility, that boss, Oga, and but
it's all about
the professionalism,
even collective interest.
Yes,
let's go on.
Thank
to
you.
Win the title.
So what is necessary for them most time is, like you said, collective interest to win the titles, to keep the club at the top, and not just maybe necessarily you're that age or you're this or no. Nobody the buga. We are pursuing an aim, and everybody is doing their best in professional way to achieve the aim.
Okay, for Alvaro Arbeloa, he happens to be the first Real Madrid manager in the 21st century to manage the team in his first 18 matches without being sacked, despite the fact that he has lost 5 of those 18 matches.
Yeah, I can count.
He has lost against Albacete in the Copa del Rey. He has lost against Benfica in the playoff, in the last game of the league phase before beating them in the playoff stage. Yeah. And then he lost to Osasuna, lost to Getafe, lost to Mallorca recently. And now it's now 2 consecutive victories, 2 back-to-back defeats in the league and also in the Champions League. All eyes in the second leg. And then for Vincent Kompany, happens to be the first Bayern Munich manager in over 25 years. Yeah, like Man Wisabi talked earlier. In over 25 years to win a 90-minute match at the Bernabeu.
Kompany, I better come and take one.
Kompany don't carry Kompany. Carry Kompany.
Flowers.
Kompany carry Kompany. Go Bernabeu. They close the roof of Bernabeu to increase the pressure. You understand?
As always.
And then for Mikel Arteta, in talk say them be the fear. Say that match go end goalless. But Kai Havertz off the bench, super sub. He turned it around for Mikel Arteta as they take first leg victory. They went into a stadium that has been a fortress.
Yeah, no one has won. But no one has won them there.
No one has won Sporting Lisbon in the European stages, and they were able to go there and come away with a victory.
And another interesting fact, start about that particular this thing is the fact that this is the first time Arsenal is beating a Portuguese side in European competition knockout stages.
You see, Arteta can't call like a it break, you understand? Despite the fact say we go forgive him. Arsenal fans, they talk say he lose Carabao Cup, lose FA Cup. They talk say no, that be what we want. I can't what we want in our Premier League. But Tangic on one side, nearly that Champions League go. Nothing is one, you know.
Where they go put sugar now? Where you need to
at this point, we'll be opening the phone lines for you to join the conversation.
All right, 0911 20022 0707 454 1014. You can also send us SMS or WhatsApp message on 0707 491 3438. You can be part of the conversation now.
Remember also you can go onto Facebook on Echo FM. We are live on Facebook. We've been live. You can go on to Echo FM, drop in your comments, like, and also share. Definitely subscribe, follow us on Facebook, and also looking at the way things stands now. We'll be taking the first call for today. Hello, good evening. Who's on the line?
Hello, good evening. Good evening.
Do have to call back.
It is
They do
really
need like seeing our patience. You understand? But regardless. Hello, good evening. Who's on the line?
Nobo.
I greet you. Amando Hariguchi.
Magam for you.
Bagam for you, my brother. Bagam for you.
I greet you.
Hi, my brother. Good evening to you and welcome to the show.
That caller, I'm muting call. Now I know it's
Yeah, but you don't need to do things. You don't need to do things.
You see, he says something about if I did an Abelua. So, it might be my second thing. So, but honestly, now, if Madrid, they are watching their spending, you know, they couldn't get money like that again. If not, if I don't sack Abelua, honestly, they would have sacked him, but, you know, you sack an eye, money could be reduced now. I'm used to sign some new players. So that's why they're just keeping their fingers crossed. I told people that left Alonso alone. Well, I don't know why they made that mistake, you know. And so, for Mustafa to be in Senegal, to be on his knees begging, he has to...
We not tell you that one, no. We don't tell you say you on his knees, they beg, I beg.
If you like, make me talk say you don't need. No person they don't need beg. Do they need beg? No.
He's begging. You know this thing these guys have done to us as Africans. These guys have stained us. They have done a lot of damage. So you have to beg them. After that, Moroccans are coming next week to go there to beg them. Then we'll not see what we can do about it. Because honestly, that cup is going to be in Senegal. That I just even ordered my Senegal jersey now without booster. I have to fly the flag of West Africans loud. Shout out to Arsenal people. They've created history now. They don't beat Senegal people and Portuguese people yesterday. Portuguese in Scotland. That's right. Congratulations to Arsenal. By the way, though, we'll be playing this weekend. Anyways, our holidays is
Bagan for my But I don't do holiday. People don't come back from international break since, and I see they on an international break.
You know, easy. Like what you are big. All right, so brothers, keep up the good work, brother. They will keep.
All right.
Sorry, one more thing, please. I don't know. I've been sending messages on WhatsApp. You guys don't read it too.
Well, no verse. Just they push and they come. Our WhatsApp platform is still up and available.
All right.
Yes. All right. Thank you very much, Amando Hariguchi. Hello, good evening. Who's on the line?
Hello. All right.
Do us to cover. 0911 20,022 0911 20,022 or 0707 454 1014. Hello, good evening. Who's on the line?
Good evening, my quarters.
I greet you, our fans.
I agree to my darling brother.
I greet you, my brother. We deal with you 100.
My name is Mark.
You they come from Cross River?
Yeah, I do.
Bagan for you.
Gachi has bagged me from the other side, to this other side.
You don't mean it.
It's all right. We're here now.
Welcome, my brother. Welcome.
We have to keep it loud in the sound.
Yes.
If it is not loud, it is not echo.
Come out there.
Maybe. Don't worry. If it's not loud, we all know that historical. Yeah, Gachi has said it too.
Yes.
So, as for yesterday, I forgot that we have a premier, it's a Champions League. So this guy, I have them tell the listing. How would I put it?
Is it the result?
The live play of yesterday.
Is it how it turned out?
Madrid lost. Bayern beat Madrid 2-1. Arsenal beat Sporting Lisbon a goal to nil.
Okay. And what about Liverpool?
Liverpool will be playing tonight
against Galatasaray. And then it will be Barcelona up against Atletico Madrid.
Well, I want Liverpool. I told my friend that Real Madrid, I'm going to win this boy. He said it's a lie. I told him yesterday. but you know,
he was doubting you.
But I think that they are going to lose. You know, Arsenal are, you know, they are informed this time around, so I think they are doing well. They are doing well for that. They are doing great job for themselves. They understand?
Yeah.
And actually, there's something I want to tell you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
And one of my neighbors beside me said he wants to bring the studio to bring you out. I said, no, if you break the radio, you won't see but you.
He said he wants to do what?
He wants to break the radio and bring you outside out of the radio. He wants to bring you out of the studio. He said, you know, your voice is too, you know, attractive, you know. That's why. I said, don't bring your radio, you know.
Okay, he wants to break radio and bring me out.
Yeah, he wants to bring that out. I said, don't
No,
do that.
if he wants to see me, he can see me, not break it. If you break it,
He
you
should
don't
go
go see me.
onto Facebook. Go to our Facebook platform. You will see that.
Again,
Yes.
if you break the radio, you don't go
I
see me.
told that woman, sorry. I
Yes.
told that woman. Yeah, I told
Echo
her.
FM. Echo FM
Echo
on
FM.
Facebook.
Please, you guys should help me tell her I should not make a radio.
No.
I
problem.
beg you, because you don't go see me inside though.
Thank
Now
you.
why are you go see?
Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you. Let's allow others to actually call it as well. So, for updates regarding that game, Barcelona against Atletico Madrid, coming through from Barcelona. Barcelona fans have actually gone on to destroy 2 Atletico Madrid bus windows with stones on their way to the Camp Nou.
It didn't matter. You see, I was expecting that because I mean, I more will come before the match.
Remember, they beat them to make it to the
is
finals
their-
of
whenever
the
Barcelona,
Copa del Rey.
whenever Barcelona and what did they call them? Atletico come together for Champions League. I used to enjoy the game.
Okay.
You see it tonight. It will be a total different game. It may not be like, yeah, Atletico has won them 4-0 this season. Abi. Barca have also tried to win the ball. What you're going to see tonight will be a total different game.
Okay.
Unfortunately, my man, Diego Simeone, doesn't have the kind of players he usually have in the past, but I think he can still do what he knows how to do best.
Going over to the game between PSG and Liverpool, Mamadashvili starts in goal for Liverpool. There's Jeremy Frimpong, there's Konate, there's Van Dijk, there is Joe Gomez, and Milo Kekes. Yes, seems like he's going off for a 5-man defense. I don't understand waiting this man they do and slots. You know, he's under pressure currently. There is Sabosala in midfield, Gravenberch, McAllister, Florian Wirtz, and Ekitike start up for Liverpool. Hello, good evening. Who's on the line?
Jesus.
Princess, good evening.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
I've been calling, you guys are talking.
No verse. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, Mr. Kasi. Good evening, Mr. Noble.
Good evening, Pray. Welcome.
He must be elated as Arsenal won yesterday.
So it will be your own night.
I tell you, I said they should do what they are supposed to do.
Well for you.
Okay, first and foremost, patience, wherever you are listening to me from, relax your mind, okay? The same God that did it for we yesterday. Don't be scared, though.
Remember, now you also tell us me calm down. May we see as Arsenal game go.
Yeah, let her calm down her mind. Let's see how it goes today. All right? And Mr. Kachi, I want to complain something. I tried calling you guys back in the evening time.
Sorry.
There was no time to pick.
No
Martin did not play that music for me. He didn't play my music. So have it in mind. Tomorrow, if I look for opportunity from duty to call, I will complain.
All right. Thank you very much.
Good night.
Good
Bye.
night. Hello, good evening. Who's on the line?
Noble the chance.
I greet you especially, my senior brother. Welcome. Welcome for you.
Good evening, brother. And welcome to the show.
Good evening.
Good evening, brother. Welcome.
Yeah, this is Emeka calling from Omogu.
You're welcome to the show, Emeka.
Thank you very much. Yeah, about Arsenal game. Honestly, Nobu, why you lost that Carabao Cup and the FA Cup is because of Mikel Arteta. Yeah, because the reason Arrizabalaga being there is the reason why you lost in those 2 tournaments. Honestly speaking, Arsenal Mikel Arteta want to compensate Arrizabalaga because me and you know that Arrizabalaga is not a good coach.
Not only you know, don't drag me inside that one. That's not matter with that. In-house matter.
If it, no, I'm not my dad. I had the kaka at the shot. I had to go on a short hand. Yeah, no, but you all know this Ryan on a post. Honestly speaking, that FA Cup or Carabao Cup, at least I can on a one tournament. Either I put the Carabao Cup or I can on a FA Cup. So it's just a reason of watch when match about Europa final when this coach, Aston Villa. More the coach at Arsenal. Match that Aston Villa keeper. Yaga use that Chelsea keeper.
Okay, Chelsea keeper.
Chelsea. First half, Chelsea about 3-0. Where the so she use that this present Aston Villa keeper now she use here. So most of the times our coach is now. So Arsenal when the kind of coaches like Mourinho. Honestly, I got to lose that kind of those kind of match. Okay, use no question use. No mind them, maybe whether Morgan or Pidoria or Ngima Pusheria. Thank you very much. Kudos to them for winning that match.
Thank you.
Nobody expected it.
All right. Thank you very much. Going over to the WhatsApp platform, this is coming from J10, the god of banter, testing from Guedra. Congratulations to Real Madrid. They have luck. As for Sporting CP, they are having Messi for Arsenal. PSG will destroy Liverpool. Barcelona must lose today. And this is coming from J10. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Please, 30 seconds.
Hello, baby.
Good evening. Break it down, 30 seconds, please.
Good evening to you, Norbert. Yes.
Good evening, my brother. Welcome to the show.
Akachi Sport.
Good evening.
Okay, Ibla say just call me Hilos. We are hailing you too as well. And looking at the way things stand, this is, I believe, where we will be drawing the curtains for today. Ndidi is out injured. He has been ruled out of action after sustaining a hamstring injury, actually dealing a significant setback to Besiktas at a crucial stage of the season. Osimhen is out for his team in Turkey. Ndidi is out for his team in Turkey as well. Let's see how that actually goes out for their club sides. And then former Senegalese head coach Ali Cisse has stepped down from his position as head coach of the Libyan national team with immediate effect. Man, we sabi your final words for this evening.
All right, I think I'm going to wish Atletico Madrid all the best this evening. I'm going to be sentimental. I wish they win this one. Barca can manage the La Liga Santander. And then for one of the most interesting matches to watch is Liverpool versus Galatasaray. Liverpool will win tonight. And I think they will
Liverpool against PSG.
Sorry, Paris Saint-Germain.
Galatasaray was their previous
that was a great one. I mean, Liverpool versus PSG. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I wish Liverpool to win. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And it's possible for them to win.
Definitely, because Ancelotti under pressure will be looking forward to winning that particular game.
All right, that's how much we're going to take. I'm very excited to be part of this one this evening. As always, tomorrow we'll come back again. Don't touch the dial because if it is loud, it's only echo.
If it's not loud,
we are not involved.
And 4 minutes gone in the Europa League knockout stage. Braga won, Real Betis won. Premier League also have guaranteed that 5 clubs will qualify for the next next season Champions League. And then for Leicester City, they've lost their appeal. They have failed in their bid to overturn a 6-point deduction for breaching financial rules. My name still remains number the sports chef, the Fox in the Box, number to lighter. Until tomorrow when we'll come your way right here, same time, same station, I'm saying God bless you and buenas noches.